Hey YouTubers and subscribers, welcome to my off-grid kitchen again. And today I am going to do or show you guys a really fast, simple, cheap way to make your own homemade yogurt. As you know, I have been feeding yogurt to my meat birds, my egg layers, my dogs, my husband, myself, and yogurt is so good. But if we got to go to the store and buy it, those containers cost about $4 to $5, and it really does add up. It's ridiculous the prices that we spend on yogurt, and especially the good yogurt. So today I'm going to make not only good yogurt, but yogurt that you can use over and over and over again to keep making more yogurt. That's the beauty of it. And the startup is so simple. You don't need raw milk. You don't need goat's milk. You don't need any of the fancy yogurt starters. I really want to do a recipe that everybody can have access to, all the starting products without even breaking the bank. So go to the store, buy yourself a gallon of milk, buy yourself a little container of yogurt, and let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do it today, and you're going to be so happy, and you're going to save so much money, and it's going to help you guys become more self-sufficient. The recipe number one is going to start with some milk. We are really blessed. In our community, we can get raw milk right from the store. But I know a lot of you can't, and that's okay because that's the recipe I'm going to be doing today for all of you at home. It is going to be just a regular milk recipe, not raw, and you can either make it with whole milk or you can either make it with the 2% milk. Either milk, this recipe is going to rock. Now I'll do a raw milk yogurt later, but this really is for you people at home who are looking to save money and don't have access to raw milk or goat's milk. And you know, I know that's a lot of you at home. Okay, so the next thing you are going to need to purchase is the 59 cents or 49 cents, whatever, small container of yogurt. Now it can be any brand. Don't buy Greek, okay? It has to be regular because Greek yogurt will not work for this recipe. So just get any type of vanilla or plain yogurt, but you have to make sure, read the label, that it contains active yogurt cultures. Now, I recommend doing this method because it saves a lot of money. You can buy active yogurt cultures through the mail online. They sell it. I looked it up and it costs, the cheapest I found was 3 small packages for $7 plus shipping. Okay, this costs 59 cents. It's got active culture in it. Why would I want to buy right now the $7 active cultures when I could just go to the grocery store and buy this, use it in my recipe, and then now I've created active live bacteria in the batch that I just made, and then I can scoop out a little and use it over and over and over. I've just made my own active live bacteria. So this recipe is going to fill up 2 quart-size canning jars. Sterilize them before we get started, and it's going to take exactly 4 cups of milk to fill up each one of these. So our recipe is going to be a total of 8 cups of milk that's going to go into our pot. Now, you can double the recipe, and if you want to make lots, you can even triple the recipe. And what I do when I'm making large batches, instead of using the canning jars, I will put it in, this is my crock pot. Now, I'm not doing the recipe with the crock pot electrical appliance. I'm just using the pot that comes with my crock pot. So, but for now, this is a smaller recipe, but again, you can double or triple it, and this will be your container if you want to go big. Okay, so you are going to put your milk in a nice heavy kettle if you have it, and what we are going to do is heat it on your stove top until it reaches the 180, slowly, people, heat it up. And what you want to make sure that you have, and hopefully you guys all have this already in your kitchen, thermometers. I've got a cheese thermometer, I've got a candy thermometer, I've got the extra thermometer. I even have a digital thermometer that died on me. But, you know, remember, 2 is always better than 1. 1 is actually none. So can never have too many thermometers, but just pick your poison here when it comes to checking that temperature, and you want to make sure you get up to 180 degrees slowly. I don't know how long it's going to take, probably about at least 15 minutes on the stovetop. Make sure you stir it and make sure you watch it. What's going to happen is that 180 degrees temperature is going to kill any bacteria in your milk, and then it will be ready to be inoculated with live active bacteria from the other little bit of yogurt that you're going to put in here. Okay, so once you have heated it up to 180 degrees, you just have to reach that point, and then you're going to take it off the stove, and now the cooling period starts. You want it to get down to about 110 degrees before you add your yogurt. What I do is I put it in a cold sink of water, and it just kind of helps that process go a little bit faster. And then I stick my thermometer in there. I don't know if you guys can see this, and it's about 150 degrees now. So I'm going to kind of stir it up a little bit and let the cold water work, but your target temperature is 110 degrees. Now the fun part. I have reached that 110 degree mark, so I am, hang on people, going to get a measuring device and measure 2 tablespoons of that yogurt in each jar that I'm going to fill up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you simply want to do after you add that yogurt is just stir it a little bit. And then we're going to let it sit. And put it in a nice warm spot and leave it undisturbed for 8 to 24 hours. And since it's a very nice warm day, I shouldn't have any problem at maintaining that warm temperature. One other tip, in case you are doing this recipe and you don't have warm weather like I have, or it's in the dead of winter, you can take these jars and put them on top of your refrigerator, wrap it in a blanket. You can also put these in the oven with the oven light on, wrap it in a blanket, and it should be fine. I've done it several times this way when we lived on grid, and it worked perfectly. Just leave it undisturbed, wrap it in a blanket, and there you go. Okay, so I'm out on the porch where I've had my yogurt sitting out probably for about 5 hours, and I can't believe this. This really worked well today because I'm checking the temperature, and as I'm doing so, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this already firmed up. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's done. And look at this. It's done. Oh, it set up so easily. Doesn't, oops, doesn't that look great? So what a simple recipe. Within 4 hours, you can have yogurt. And if you want it to sit overnight, no problem. It just sets up so fast. And I'm going to have myself a nice breakfast with my banana. And I've got some granola and some real raw honey. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm going to eat this in front of you guys, but it's really good. Is it passing the test? I think it is. Homemade yogurt, and it meets Sprig's approval. Fast yogurt. Do not buy any more in the store. Shame on you if you do. Okay.